Good morning, everybody. Dustin Troy on Supercar Sunday. I'm here with Desi. He pulled in. I walked over. I heard the car first. I walked over. I didn't know what I was looking at. And this is arguably the nicest car, custom-built car, that has ever been to Supercar Sunday in 25 years. Unbelievable. What are we looking at, Desi?
Hi, how you doing? It's a 51 Ford Coupe. It was built in 2016 by a guy named Bruce Levin. It went around to all the shows, won Good Guy's Car of the Year, Gran Turismo at SEMA. So it's actually in the Gran Turismo video game. It was Scam. Then he passed away, sadly. And he never got to drive the car, which is also sad. And then it disappeared. It got put into a private collection, and the guy that had it wasn't driving it at all. I was able to hunt it down, and through a broker I was able to get it in September of 2024. And so now I've got it running, and I'm going to be driving it around, not trailing as much as possible.
So, year, make, model.
What's that?
Year, make, and model.
Ford, 1951 Ford Coupe.
Coupe. Okay. What's the power plant?
It's a 1956 Lincoln Y block, 368 cubic inch. It's about 340 horsepower, and a Hillborn fuel injection on the top. The concept of the design was to build a car that looked like Ford went racing in Europe in the 1950s. So everything about it is 1950s inspired. They wedge sectioned the car, so the whole top of the car was cut off, and then 5 inches were taken out of the front, 2.5 in the back. They did not chop the top. They pancaked the roof 1.5 inches to take out part of the round off the top. And the hood's brand new aluminum hood that was made flatter than you would normally see. These are known as shoebox Fords. So the website I made for the car is called wickedshoebox.com. It has all the build pictures, all the history of the car, and what it's done. The wheels are magnesium, true magnesium wheels. They're not aluminum. So that's as clean as they get. I have to oil them. I can't, wash them. I gotta oil them. The interior was all based around and airplanes in the 1950s, so you see a lot of rivets, but you'll also see some race car things like Daytona style seat leather. You'll see the gauges. There's a fire suppression system. Underneath the dash is actually circuit breakers, not fuses.
Wow.
Because again, in airplanes, that's what they would use. And you can see the pedal box there is all custom. The shifter has a arm that comes back, so you have to actually tilt your hand one way or the other to switch the gears.
This is very Pagani and Spiker in here, and I don't know who did it first, but this is just unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've ridden in both those cars, and I'll tell you what, I'd rather go for a ride in this.
Well, it's fun, that's for sure. Then around back, you can see the trunk. They overdid themselves. That's the battery over there. That's the fuel tank. You see the toolbox there. They are true knockoff wheels. There's a lead hammer in there though.
Oh wow.
But I do use a newer billet fitting to use a torque wrench on the wheels. But that can be used for the wheels.
You had that old grilled out, chromed and special.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Everything's custom. Thank you.
We're gonna walk around to the driver's side. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, he pulled in, I heard it first. Normally when I'm sitting up, I don't walk over and look at cars. I got to get the show going. I go, what in the world is that? And he was parked over there. I said, no. This thing is so special. We got to get it front and center. I mean, and right now people are turning up. Everybody's coming around the car. Everybody.
Let me show you the trafficators, because again, it's European. So you take your turn signal. Right?
Wow, that is a cool touch. And it's hydraulic or it's electric?
It's electric. Little actuator in there.
Unbelievable. Look at this.
Yeah, the pedal box is pretty intricate.
Wow.
You see down on the side, the exhaust comes out the side, underneath the Lincoln emblem over here.
There's so much thought, design, ingenuity in this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, this is...
I can't take credit for the design. I just hunted it down.
And when you saw it, you said you had to have it. Is that one through your mind? I'm going to find it.
I saw it in 2016 at SEMA. It debuted there, and I just was floored. Kept going back to it, looking at the details, and thought, oh, that's cool. It's a car I'll never own. And then it disappeared. And my son was actually looking for a car at a dealership in Chatsworth. And I looked at their old cars that they had previously sold, and this was there. And I couldn't believe it, because I hadn't seen it in 10 years. And I talked to them and asked them to make an offer to the owner, and the first answer was no. But then after several months of discussions, he was willing to let it go. So I purchased it, brought it over here, and now I've got it running.
Now, why did this speak to you versus, you know, a 69 Camaro, a 67 Fastback, a 57 Chevy, like the quintessential, or do you have those too?
What I had before this was an all-wheel drive 32 called Quadradeuce.
Okay.
Been here a couple of times, way back when. And that was my hot rod for 9 years.
Okay.
I had a 69 Camaro, I had a 65 Mustang Fastback, you know, all those.
Yeah, okay, so you've had them.
This is just so different.
It truly is.
I don't know what else I would find that's unique enough to say, you know, who does this to a 51 Ford? Nobody does this. You know, usually they're dropped and lowered and you know, and customized, but this is different. That's why
I got to tell you,
story.
I've been doing this event 25 years, and as far as custom cars go, the detail, the fit and finish, the engineering, the ingenuity, the creativity, I think this might be number one. I mean, sincerely.
I appreciate it.
Sincerely, I think that, and this was built in 2016?
2016.
Wow.
And what's interesting is it won about 30 awards, 27 awards or so back in 2017. And then I took it to Grand National Roadster Show a couple weekends ago, and it won 3 more awards. That's 9 years later.
Unbelievable.
You know,
yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
didn't do anything to it.
I mean, this is truly a timeless car. The way it's been built, it is.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what my wife's hoping too.
I mean, I've never seen a car to this level here. I mean, we get really nice cars, obviously, but this this is a whole nother level. Whole nother level.
The level of detail, just to kind of give you an idea, because I was surprised when I've done all the work on it myself. So
Okay.
I've gotten underneath it. And the first time I got underneath it, I noticed there were no threads showing on any bolts. Every bolt is cut to the right length, and an acorn that's put on every single bolt on a chassis. You don't see threads anywhere. It's insane, insane.
Wow.
So that's Riddler level kind of build. So
Unbelievable.
They've done a good job. I mean, little things like this. See the quick. These are usually quick fasteners for like a race car.
Right.
Those aren't. These are billet fittings with a bolt that goes through to an acorn nut on the other side. So that's a screw head, but it's actually a bolt.
And if any of you have ever bought ARP or anything billet,
Yeah.
good grief. I mean, I can't get my old cars running, and this is like all of them put together and another 10 more. I mean, this is just unbelievable.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Desi,
Sure.
for sharing it today.
Thanks, Dustin.
Thanks for getting here early.
Well, thanks for having
And you know, the other thing is, and this is what's cool about Supercar Sunday, is he just pulled in a normal spot, didn't ask for anything special, didn't say, look at this car, nothing. He just pulled in, and I said, get over here because the car's so special. The best part about Supercar Sunday is the attitude of the people that come here with amazing cars.
I agree.
Thank you.
Thank you.